Well, April is Parkinson's Awareness Month. Parkinson's disease afflicts nearly 1 million people in the U.S., where more than 90,000 people are newly diagnosed each year. And joining us today are John Lear, president of the Parkinson's Foundation, and Cindy Finestone, a person living with Parkinson's disease. So thank you guys so much for being here today. John, we'll start with you. Why is it so important to understand the challenges facing people with Parkinson's disease and also their caregivers?
Sure. As you mentioned, 1 million Americans are living with Parkinson's disease, and 90,000 individuals are newly diagnosed each year. These estimates are an increase over prior estimates, which means that more people are living with Parkinson's in the United States. And because Parkinson's is primarily a disease of aging, as our population ages, more people are going to live with Parkinson's disease. So we take this time during April to raise awareness about Parkinson's, what it means, how it affects people, not only the person living with the disease, but also their care partners, whether that's a spouse, a child, a family member, or a friend.
And what exactly is Parkinson's disease? How do we describe it?
Sure. So Parkinson's is characterized as a movement disorder, which means initially it's going to affect your ability to move, whether you notice a resting tremor in your hand, your legs, or your feet, or you start to have difficulty walking or balancing or transitioning from one position to the other. Over time, other areas of the body may be affected. You may notice mental health issues, cognition issues. You may have some problems with your GI. A lot of people with Parkinson's have difficulty sleeping, and many people with Parkinson's lose their sense of smell. So it's really a whole body disease, but we also say that no two people have the same course of disease. Some people may have a mild course, and some people may have a more aggressive or accelerated course. So it's really important to see your doctor early on to get diagnosed and to understand what you can do to stay ahead of the disease.
So Cindy, you have Parkinson's, so tell us about some of the challenges you face, how you might characterize living with Parkinson's.
Well, like John has said, everybody's path with Parkinson's is different. And for me, one of the big things that changed when I was diagnosed 10 years ago is that I have lost my ability to rush around and do a million things in a day. I have to slow down and take it step by step. But I also have learned that by making healthy choices and medication, you can live a great life. For me, my healthy choice has been exercise, and my exercise of choice is boxing. But I exercise about usually six, seven, sometimes every day of the week. And research has shown that exercise will help to slow the progression of Parkinson's, as well as help with mobility issues, your balance, and just everyday life tasks. And so my advice to people is just keep moving. Do whatever you love to do, and pick something. It can be spin class, it can be Tai Chi, yoga, anything that keeps you moving.
I think keep moving is great advice for any of us. You know, leading a sedentary life can lead to a whole host of problems, and I know that exercise is really great for keeping those things at bay and leading a well-lived life. So John, what resources are available for people with Parkinson's and their caregivers?
So I recommend that people go to our website, which is parkinson.org. That's parkinson.org. There you'll find a wealth of information about Parkinson's disease, but you'll also find ways to volunteer for the foundation to get more involved, and also how to support the foundation. But if you want to talk to somebody live, we have a helpline, which is 800-4PD-INFO. That's 800-4PD-INFO, where you can call and talk to an expert in Parkinson's care and ask any question that you want, and also get referrals for resources in your local community.
And Cindy, I always think it's so important to hear from people who have gone through the same things that we might be going through. So do you have a message to share with people who maybe have just been diagnosed, or maybe somebody in their family has just been diagnosed?
Yes, for caregivers and Parkinson's patients, Parkinson's people alike, it's important to get involved and to volunteer. I volunteer for the Moving Day walk that is through the foundation. It happens all across the country in different cities at different times of the year, and it's a great way to spread awareness as well as raise funds for the foundation. But it's also important to keep moving and keep exercising. It's one of the best things you can do.
I think having a sense of purpose and, raising awareness about something that you live with and finding a place in the community is also so helpful, because Cindy, you sound like you're doing great. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your messages to people out there. Cindy and John, where can we go for more information?
To our website, parkinson.org, or to our helpline, 800-4PD-INFO.
All right. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you.
And coming up here, how local students attempt to save lives on campus and help flatten the fentanyl crisis in this week's Education Matters. Plus, we've got your entertainment update, details on the true Bon Jovi story next.
Do you own a house that you need to get out of quickly or needs costly repairs? No worries.